Before this video begins, this video was supposed to come out yesterday, but I was installing a sink in my house, so that kind of got in the way of editing, so don't be too mad at me. But today we are going to be ascending once more, and I got 2 comments. This one said to prestige at 440, and this one said to prestige at 364. After some careful consideration, I decided to go for the 364, just because it was a little bit closer to what I was at right now, and I was honestly just itching to prestige. Although honestly, I probably could have done any of them. Now obviously to achieve this, we're going to need some super frenzies, and if you don't know what a super frenzy is, that's pretty much what I call getting a 7 times frenzy, and then the 777 times click frenzy. Now what you're seeing right here is a rookie numbers. This is nothing compared to how much I start filling later. But what if I told you there's an ancient technique called the super duper frenzy, where you get a 7 times frenzy boost, the 777 times frenzy boost, and then a boost where one of your buildings turns into a boost of its own. But I don't get that in this video. I'm not that lucky. I also wasn't trying to do this for like a long time. I don't know why. I just have a peanut brain. I don't know. Now, since we're on the topic of these building golden cookies, are they actually good? Well, that kind of depends on how many of the building you have. Based on this freeze frame right here, let's say I got a golden cookie buff from the time machines. I would only have a 60% boost in my cookie production. That's not a lot compared to if I got a cursor cookie buff, which would be 2000%. So depending on what building is kind of your highest is the one you want the golden cookie buff for, which will probably normally be cookies. What is wrong with me? God, I just got cookies on my mind. It would probably be your cursors, or your grandmas, whichever one you're kind of prioritizing. Except in this case, it'd be either or, I don't really care. But that's just the rundown. It's pretty much this building number times 10, and then percent that. Except be careful when you're looking at icons, because sometimes it looks like the cursor could be a click frenzy, so it might lie to you. Except in this case, tragedy struck, and for the first time, my golden clicky finger backfired, spawning a wrath cookie instead of a golden cookie. Now obviously I would never click on a red cookie. You know, it's red and evil, it's wrath, you know, it's in the name, it's in the game. But you know who would click on this wrath cookie? My 666th subscriber. I don't know who you are, but when I saw this, I knew I had to do something about it. And since we're on the topic, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm not super good at shilling, so I would really appreciate it. I haven't been uploading that often lately because of all the things we're doing in our house, but eventually I will get back on my regular uploading schedule, so just bear with me. And if you haven't seen my other cookie clicker videos or just other videos on my channel, be sure to go watch them. And also be sure to watch this video to the end. But I won't keep yanking your chain, so enjoy the rest. I think this is a good time to mention that I recorded this in parts. So there was a lot of times where I was playing this in my own time and just like off camera. I know what that sounds like, okay? I get it, but I did not cheat. But pretty much after this golden cookie buff that you're seeing right here, I decided I was gonna go to bed, or whatever I decided to do. I don't really know. You know, at least stop the recording so that I could not have multiple more gigabytes of files on my PC. But let's just say I forgot to record for a while. I know what this looks like. 33 heavenly chips to 170? Dude, you cheated. No, that didn't happen. I promise. I just did not record. I wasn't thinking about it until I was like, oh wait, I should probably have, you know, some type of footage before I just go ascend again. And remember when I said at the beginning that those were rookie numbers when I did the super frenzy? Yeah, look at me now. I was also trying to do the super duper frenzy when it dawned on me that I could have 3 buffs at the same time, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But dear commenter, now you know that I did try to do that. Also, I read comments and reply to them. Actually, hang on, pause the video, because I need to say something. Thank you to you guys, honestly, for just all the kind words in the comments. I'm a pretty small YouTuber, so I don't really expect that much, but you guys just give me so much like support and everything that makes me just want to keep going, and I really appreciate that. I feel like a lot of YouTubers don't talk about it enough, or sometimes don't even notice. But honestly, seeing you guys engage in the comments and just like talk and say all these kind words, it really does like help. And I just want you guys to know that. So anyway, you want to know what's pretty crazy? Is that after that super frenzy, literally the next golden cookie, I got a natural super frenzy. I'm just like getting these now. They're starting to become pretty common, and I like it. I've also been getting these grandma experimentation like upgrades or whatever, and I don't think grandma's looking too good anymore. She's definitely seen better days. And you know, I'm also not too sure what this little guy is doing here. He doesn't seem to be helping my clicks. I got an achievement for killing him. But you know what? This can all be fixed when I get maybe another natural super frenzy. Oh wait, that's a wrath cookie. Why are those spawning now? Something doesn't feel very right. Except I did click on this one because I felt like I'd get an achievement for clicking it, and I was right. So I guess that's a plus. And after about 30 minutes, I was able to get another Super Frenzy, which was pretty nice. I mean, just look at that number climb. That bar doesn't even fill all the way before it gets to that next number. Pretty much just one more Super Frenzy, and we are good to go on this ascension. But after this buff, I did decide to get off for the night, and while I did play a little bit offline, I didn't do too much. The grandmas are looking a little bit more different, and get these things out of here, man. They're making me mad. Gosh, I'm starting to think these grandma upgrades are not worth it. Oh well, I guess I'll just wait for the next golden cookie to spawn, and it's a freaking wrath cookie. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. That's okay, the next one was a golden cookie, and I did get a regular frenzy. So maybe we can get a super frenzy. It's a freaking wrath cookie. I'm starting to get a little annoyed. Oh my gosh, there's another. What are the odds of these spawning? Well, there's another golden cookie, so it was a freaking lucky cookie. It just couldn't be going worse, actually. All right, another golden cookie. It's a frenzy. This is good. This is a good sign. Okay, that's not good. I can't get a natural super frenzy anymore. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why I'm so unlucky, but the next couple cookie spawns were just wrath cookies. I could not get a regular golden cookie to spawn. To be completely honest, I knew the grandmas weren't good. I just kind of did them for the funny, but I didn't think they'd be this bad. I think they literally halted my ascension by like a good 30 minutes. So this is a warning to anybody that's new to Cookie Clicker. Don't do the grandmas. They are really, really evil, even if you're trying to do it for a bit. But honestly, at this point, who doesn't know that the Cookie Clicker grandmas are just evil? I feel like everybody and their mother knows that. Maybe even their grandmother. They might be in on it. But finally, after a golden cookie spawned, and we had a max mana, we got Promising Fate, and we got our Super Frenzy, which means we could finally ascend. And just look at that number rise. Now honestly, this is the point where I probably could have gone to 440 just to kind of appease both sides, but I mean, I just wanted to ascend at this point. I was so sick of the grandmas and their debuffing. And honestly, knowing that I could ascend at any moment now just felt like bliss. And it had to be done. Speaking of which, there's actually another grandma upgrade I can get. Oh my god, kill it with fire. What the hell is that? That's not a grandma. That's not a grandma. I have apparently started the grandma apocalypse. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I can apparently stop this from happening every once in a while. Which, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. But after this buff was over, I pretty much just went once over all of my things to get as many like achievements as possible, because I know that would help my kitten helpers at some point in the future, because achievements stay during ascensions, so it's all good. And then I finally ascended for the second time. And this one was definitely a lot more worth it. I'm not really going to go into, you know, everything that I did on the tree. I did what I felt was pretty good for what I wanted to do, and it was pretty much just offline stuff because I'm not always going to be on this game. So you know what, when I play it again, I hope I'm actually at a pretty decent amount of stuff, so I don't have to grind too much. And that is pretty much the end of the video. If you've made it this far, be sure to subscribe. Not many people make it this far in the video, and that's how I can kind of tell that people like this. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!